In hosting our weekly rehearsals and this concert tonight. particularly our friend Joseph Buffalo, Pastor Dane, forgive me. Thank you. I'm the one that prepared the program, you think I remember. And all the others who made this possible, we thank you for that. On the insert, you've got two inserts in your program. One is obviously the text of most of the songs. And then there's an insert about fish, the faith in serving humanity. The multi-movement work choir, the chorus is getting ready to sing, is about Wenceslas and what he did as a Christian ministry on the feast of St. Stephen, or St. Stephen's Day, which is December 26th. I want you to look at the last, up on the inside there, Wenceslas, the last line of the second movement. It says, for charity. And then the last line of the third movement, it says, we wish St. Stephen's Night should last all year. The point being, acts of charity, acts of helping the poor is part of the St. Stephen's Night, or the Feast of St. Stephen's, and it ought to last all year. It ought not to be something we want to do seasonally. Fish is a ministry of the churches and others in this area that makes it possible for us to minister to the poor and the needy in this community. On behalf of the Walton County Music Guild, in consistency with the theme of the Wenceslas movement, that the chorus is getting ready to sing, instead of asking for donations to the Music Guild, we're asking, as you leave this afternoon, there'll be people standing at the doors with plates. A, we're asking that you consider making a donation to fish. B, we're asking that you take this and consider maybe being a volunteer to help the ministry of fish. And if you didn't come prepared, but you want to give, on the table back by the front door are some envelopes. You can take that and send an offering later. Jesus said, inasmuch as you've done it unto one of the least of these, you've done it unto him. And my encouragement to you is that you be a part of that, making a difference in the world around us. On behalf of the Walton Choral Society, we want to say a special thank you to our guest, our director, Chris Mason, and our accompanist, Sinya, and I cannot even begin to pronounce her last name, but you can read about it in the program. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Joel Burnson, and I am the Walton County Extension Agent here in Walton County for the Walton UGA Extension Office. Just going to give you a quick update about some of the services that we offer to the citizens of Walton County. Number one, and for the time of year, is soil testing. So if you have a lawn or a garden that you're interested in keeping up in the springtime, now's the time to come into our office and get a soil test and see what nutrients are in the soil and what you need to apply back to the soil. We have the test bags and brochures here, and the test is only $7. We also offer a wide variety of other tests, water testing, plant identification, anything like that. We offer those services for the citizens of Walton County. We also are about to start our Master Gardener classes here in Monroe, and that is open to anyone who's interested, whether you know little about gardening or whether you know a lot about gardening. We accept everyone. We're still accepting candidates for the class. If you would like to join, those classes start on January 9th, and they're on every Tuesday and Thursday and run through March 29th. So please give the office a call if you're interested in that class. We'd love to have you. And it's a great class and a great group to be involved with. We do a lot of volunteer work in the Walton County community. Also coming up, we might have a little more information later on, but we're opening up our 4-H summer camp enrollment in February, and that's coming up quick. So if you have a child and interested in attending one of our 4-H camps, please give our office a call. And again, our office number is 770-267-1324. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Isaac with Reboot Computer Company. We're going to give you the Reboot Tech Tip today. I want to talk a little bit about cameras. This particular camera here is what they call a dome camera, and it'll do video, but it'll also do audio. So if you have a business, or some people want nanny cams or something like that these days. If you got a babysitter at the house you're not sure about, you can install something like this. There's all kind of adjustments you can do with these. Turn the volume up and down. This one also is a HD camera, so the picture is actually really good. It's kind of like what you see, on your HD TV. I will say that this is what they call a network camera, or an IP camera, I guess is really the correct term to it. So it doesn't necessarily need a DVR to work. You can plug it into your network and access it that way. These usually will run you about $150 for something like this. I'm sorry, the audio cameras are usually about $150, $200 to have it with audio also, but the regular ones are about $150. But these are a brand called LTS. It's actually what we sell here at Reboot. Really good quality, good warranties, all that stuff. But anyway, one of the reasons I wanted to talk about the cameras is just security these days. With all the break-ins and people stealing stuff, and we had a neighborhood over off of Church Street recently, maybe 6-8 months ago, where they hit 3 or 4 houses right in a row, got the cars, used a tennis ball to pop the lock on the car, which is pretty crazy. I'd never heard of that, but and I'm talking about new cars now, just a tennis ball and hit the lock, and it pops the lock up. So some of the neighborhood folks got together and wanted to do cameras. You can actually put cameras outside. You can run cameras to a telephone pole if you want, to catch the entrance of the subdivision. You can do all that stuff. So a lot of these cameras, though, they'll come with what's called a DVR. I know everybody's familiar with your Dish DVR, or Charter will do a DVR, or I want to say Monroe Utilities will do a DVR now too, that'll record your TV shows and stuff. With these things, they can record all the video onto the DVR, depending on the size of the hard drive, as to how long you'll get on that DVR. You can do, the bigger the drive, the longer the time, maybe a month. It depends on the amount of cameras and the type of camera and all that stuff too. But One of the other things too I wanted to mention, if you decide to get a camera system, these days it's kind of smart to hide the DVR. A lot of times you get robbed by somebody you know, and so they may know where your DVR is, so sometimes you can put it in the attic or put it in a closet or something like that, to keep that part of it secure, so don't come in and just cut the wires and then you don't have any recording of it being robbed. But anyway, just a little tip today about security cameras. But that's it. I'm Isaac with Reboot, giving you the Reboot Tech Tip.
Hi, welcome to the Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. We have our winter show going on right now. It opened last Thursday. We have over 30 local artists represented in our show and at least about 80 works ranging from acrylics and oils and functional pottery, sculpture. We have a new category this year. We have a fiber category. So lots of fabulous art, and most of it is for sale. We have some fabulous new art from some new artists that it's just mind-blowing how awesome the artwork is in this show. So please come by and see it. We have our reception and award ceremony on Thursday, January 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. You can meet the artists. We'll have light refreshments, and it'll just be a fun, relaxing time. We'll do the awards right about 7 o'clock. So the whole community is, of course, invited to that. Admission is always free to come to the gallery and see what we have on hand for you to see. Our gift shop has been reset. We have new items in our gift shop for your shopping pleasure. All kinds of things, jewelry, candles, artwork, of course. Please think of us for your gift giving. Birthdays, Valentine's Day coming up. We'll have some new products in for Valentine's Day as well. And they're all locally made by our creative local members. Right now we even have a free class going on that's most Thursdays from 11 to 2. So Let's Create with Robin. Today they did acrylic pours, and that was completely free. You bring in your own projects that you're working on. We've had knitters come, painters, people that working on drawings, and you just fellowship. Bring a sack lunch if you'd like, sit with other creatives, make friends. It's really a great opportunity. All of our classes, you can find them and information about Robin's free classes online at monroewaltonarts.org. You can also call us at 770-207-8937. We have lots of great workshops and weekly classes going on. Our weekly classes start this week. We've got silk painting, we've got acrylics painting, all kinds of fun things coming in. So join us, give us a call, come by and visit. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, and tell us what you think. We're your community art center. We're open for you. See you soon. Thanks. This is one of our new artists that we have in our winter show. Anne is actually the sister of one of our board members and has entered our show for the first time. Her name is Anne Mullinax, and she has brought 3 different works to enter in our winter members show. And I think this piece alone is worth coming in to this gallery to see. It's amazing. It's oil and gold leaf painted on canvas and wood. I think it might be a wood canvas actually, and then coated with resin, a 2-part epoxy, and it's just fabulous. And on her works, she has information about the inspiration, kind of the meaning behind the painting, and even a QR code that when you scan it, it brings you to music that kind of goes along with her painting. And the dots on the paintings represent Braille, and this one says, "Ready or Not." So come in and see. This is just one example of all the fabulous art that we have here in our winter show. The show is open now, and it closes February 1st. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Jody Johnson. I'm here with Clay Dobbs to do the recreation report this week. We are during our Christmas or our fall break as far as any of our athletic seasons go. But Clay, tell us a little bit how basketball season. I know we have close to 2,000 kids playing basketball throughout the county. Let us know how the games are going so far.
Basketball has been an exciting season. Just coming out of Christmas break, we're getting close to the tournament here in a couple weeks. A lot of participants, which means nearly every night in our local gyms, we've got a lot of activities going on, a lot of kids getting recreation.
Yeah, we just finished we had some insurance issues where we had some water leaks in one of our gyms at Nile, and we've completed that. It took us a little longer, but I think it came out real nice.
Yeah, the gym looks fantastic. The lighting in there has been improved. You'll see a new floor. One of the great things has been the reduction of sound, so you can hear the players communicate. Coaches can communicate with the players a lot easier. It's been a great environment and a great improvement.
Yeah, one of the things that we looked at was the new floor. It's a lot less maintenance. We won't have to. It's not a wood floor. It's more of a hard plastic type floor. It looks like a wood floor, but it's actually a plastic, which means no maintenance. We just run our floor machine over to keep it clean, and that was one of our main goals. That was an extremely loud gym. It was an armory many years ago with a concrete floor. We actually had to come in and level the concrete back out, and then put a rubberized floor over it, and then put the plastic floor on top. So it has reduced the sound probably in half, which if you've ever been in an Iowa gym, you know it really needed that, because that was the loudest gym that you could play in. So glad that we were able to do that, and we're anxious to see we've got a lot of good talent this year with our youth basketball, with those 2,000 kids. A lot of them are out of the Loganville area that come down to Monroe to play here, and the social circle kids as well. But we got All-Stars coming up as well in February. So we'll start that, and we'll play through the GRPA tournament, and we'll go through March with our basketball season. But with that, next week, January 8th, we start our spring registration.
Correct. January 8th through the 13th, we begin registration for the spring sports. It's baseball, softball, boys and girls soccer. We also offer track. So it's a great time. I know right now it's a little cold outside, but before you know it, all the kids will be outside on the soccer fields, on the track, and on the baseball fields and softball fields. It'll be a great time for the kids to get outside and run around and have time for recreation.
That's right, because the springtime, I know it starts out a little cold, but it warms up fairly quick here. Right now, I know we're dealing with below freezing temperatures all day long, which is great that we're inside the gyms, been able to get that exercise. The track and field is there's very limited spots in that, and everybody plays out of Monroe at the old high school track. So we bring all the kids from Monroe, Loganville, and Social Circle together. We normally take around 70 to 80 kids is all we're limited to, just because of the one track. And so if you're interested in that, make sure you get in and sign up. With all the other sports, there is space, but we only register for a week. So make sure you get in there once we get back to school. I think most of the schools started back today on the 4th of January, and then but we'll start registering on the 8th through the following weekend. So make sure you get in there and get your kids, grandkids registered for any of the spring sports, baseball, softball, soccer, track, any of those things we've got going on. I also want to remind you about the community centers. I know it's just way too cold to get out and exercise. If you made a New Year's resolution, we'd like to see you come and enjoy one of our community centers. We have a lot of people that are members. It's very affordable at about $2 per week per family, so we'll prorate that in between January and July. So you basically only have to pay for the 6 months. So somewhere around $65, $70 will get you 6 months of place to exercise. And you may want to come in and do it for those 6 months, and then say, hey, I'm ready to take it to a new level and go to one of the gyms throughout the county. Ours is more of a exercise and fitness type center. It's not really used for any heavy weight lifting or anything like that, but it's great for walking on the treadmill, on the ellipticals, on the bikes that we have there, the reciprocal bikes, and then we have a lot of Nautilus equipment, which means weights that are on tracks that you can lift. We also have an area that has a lot of medicine balls and hand weights that you can use. It's a great place to come. We have a lot of people there that also offer programs with us, whether it's aerobics or yoga or any type of dance that gets you in shape. We have that for you. I also want to remind any of those seniors out there that want to come out and change their lifestyle to get moving again. We encourage you to come out to our senior aerobics class. The best way to get any of this information, though, is on our Walton County government website, which is waltoncountyga.gov. Go to that, give us a call. You can call me, my number's on there, or Dennis Malcolm. He's over the community centers, and he can let you know about all those classes that we have. So we have a lot going on, especially with spring coming. We have to be prepared now for our spring activities. So Clay, we appreciate you coming in. He is one of our coordinators in the Central Walton, South Walton area. So we appreciate you coming in today and look forward to a great registration. So we look forward to seeing you either in the community centers or here to sign your child up. We always want to encourage you that sportsmanship starts at home. See you next time. Thank you.
Hello, Walton County. This is Kevin Little on the Chairman's Report, Walton Entertainment on Channel 18.2 and Channel 17. It's good to talk with you again. Happy New Year. It's about middle week of January, and we're getting very cold. It's been cold this winter. Last couple of years we didn't have any, but this year's kind of making up for it. It's been very, very cold, and we're doing what we can do to keep things moving in the county. There's a lot of ice on cross roads and stuff like that, a lot of busted pipes and such as that, as you can imagine, but we're keeping the government buildings open and going. And they're getting snow in Savannah and Florida and all up the coast, so you kind of think that we may get some snow before the season's over, but you never know. But speaking of that, we started today, we did an emergency preparedness dry run with our crews over at the fire station in between our emergency operations center to be able to be prepared if we have something. That way we'll be able to jump into action no matter what time of day or what it is, to be ready to go and put everybody in one building and be able to make the calls and be able to take care of you, the citizens. That's one of the things that we're trying to be proactive this year. That way, if it happens, we know how to take care of our people that are out trying to take care of the roads or the trees, and then we also try and take care of you, the traveling public, and you at your house. So we're excited to get that done today, and now we'll be ready for the real thing if it does come. Also, I want to talk to you about transportation, as I've talked to you about for a long time. We're actually looking probably in late March to have a transportation summit here in Walton County. I'll be updating you along. I've talked with DOT, and I've met with the two new mayors of Loganville and Monroe, and as well as the old existing mayors in the other towns, because we've all got traffic problems, and we all need to look at it going forward as one master deal. That way we can see what's going on. I will update you, they're doing evaluations for a roundabout at HD Atha and 138 and Youth Jersey at 138. They're doing traffic counts out there, and that should be coming forward sometime soon to see whether they met that study. We still need multi-lanes on 138 because of the heavy traffic volumes, but I don't know how soon we'll be getting any of that. But if we can get some traffic to where it'll move through those intersections, we hope that will work. We're also still looking at the eastbound on-ramp just past Home Depot, basically across from in front of the hospital. We're working with the city of Monroe and working with the state representatives and state DOT on that. We think that will relieve a lot of the traffic congestion right at the main intersection of 138 and 10. But that's going to be one of the goals that we will be talking about in the next few months, is trying to improve the transportation. And as Walton County and the cities have begun to grow again, that we're putting more and more cars on the road, and that's something that we really need to look forward to. If you have any questions or concerns, please give me a call at 770-267-1301. If not, I will update you next time. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot for tuning in. Just want to one more time wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everyone here at Walton County Animal Control. You know, so far it's been kind of more of a mild winter, and we're still getting in lots of puppies, kittens, dogs, so we really need your help. Maybe after all the holiday hubbub has died down, things are settling back to normal, and you have that empty spot in your home and you want to adopt a pet, don't forget about your local animal control shelter. All the adoptions are just $40. That includes heartworm testing and combo testing on the cats, vaccinations, deworming, flea treatment, all this included in just $40. We have a list of vets that'll give you a discounted price on the spay and neuter, so no reason to go shopping at a pet store or puppy mill or something like that. A lot of great animals that come through the shelter here. Of course, you can come by and visit. Our regular hours are for viewing are from 2 to 4:30 during the week. We've got some crazy holiday hours, but you can see those on the website. Or you can window shop 24/7 at waltonpets.net. We post most of the animals there, have bios about them, all the medications they've had, and sometimes some history that their owners may have provided. So if you're looking to fill an empty spot in your home in the new year, don't forget about Walton County Animal Control. Now we're going to show you some of those pets that are here needing new homes.
Well, here we have about an 8-month-old female Shiba Inu. She's a little on the timid side. She needs a little work with her, but she's a really sweet dog.
This is Tiny Tim. He's about 5 months old. He's a pit mix, and he's been vaccinated, dewormed, everything like that. He is ready to go.
A female pit, about 2.5, 3 years old. Her name's Gracie. She's already spayed. Very sweet. Looking for a good home. Come on, Gracie.
This is a female. She's probably like a beagle corner mix. She's probably about 5-6 months old. She's very sweet. She's just getting used to what a leash is, and she's not spayed yet. She needs a home fast.
Okay, come on.
Yeah. Here we have it's a mixed breed. It's a male. He's about 8 months old. He's very playful, really sweet. I'm looking for a good home.
We got us a greyhound here, female, looking for a good home for people who like fast dogs.
This is Snow. She's a 1-year-old pit bull, and she'll be ready Saturday. And she's been vaccinated, dewormed, all the stuff.
Where do you come alive? A stadium, lecture hall, a music hall, church potluck? This year, you have a new spot, walkgeorgia.org, a free website that provides you with all the resources needed to get your heart rate up and body out in your community. Sign up and receive individual or group fitness tracking, fitness demos by certified trainers, recipes, and a guide to resources in your Georgia County, all in one easy-to-use site. When you move more, you live more. walkgeorgia.org.
Do you have a collection of films and videotape sitting in your attic, basement, hall closet, or a box somewhere that are being lost to time? Creative artists can transfer your 8mm, Super 8mm, and 16mm films, as well as converting your VHS, CVHS, 8mm, and mini DV to DVD. Preserve your family's video history for the generations to come. Creative Artists, 1113 West Spring Street, Monroe, 770-267-7368.